Hello, welcome to Magnetic Symbols, a channel where we look at the meanings behind ancient Japanese kanji characters in order to come into resonance with the peace and the joy that is already present in our lives. My name is Paul, and today's magnetic symbol is paradox. The Japanese word for paradox is Gyaku setsu, which is made up of two characters, Gyaku and setsu. The first character, Gyaku, really sums up the idea of paradox nicely. So let's take a look at Gyaku. This is the character Gyaku, which is the first part of the Japanese word for paradox. Gyaku is made up of two parts. The right side is an upside down person, which came from this picture. Okay, this is a variation of the form for person. You can see arms outstretched, legs apart. If you turn it upside down, you get this kind of shape, and from this shape came the right side. The left side denotes movement forward along your path. So the idea behind Gyaku is, as you are walking along your path, you see in the distance another person approaching you. This is that person. They are going the opposite way to you, and they walk past you. So Gyaku symbolizes the idea of reverse, opposite, upside down. Now I'm going to read from our Magnetic Symbols book. Let's look at paradox. Paradox. Can you not see the great paradox inherent in all that is? Just for a moment, stop and listen to yourself breathe. Is it you doing the breathing, or is it happening to you? When you make a choice to do something, do you do so out of free will, or has your life experience leading up to that moment carved out that choice for you to follow in the same way that water must do when it flows down a mountainside under the influence of gravity? Are we smaller individual units of consciousness acting our lives out freely on sparks of inspiration? Or are we all a part of the same one vehicle of consciousness, simply acting in response to and in accordance with a master signal? Is it part of the code of the universe to make us feel we have the freedom to assign any meaning to life that we wish? And does the universe act in accordance with the meaning we assign to life? Or do we assign meaning to life based on the way we observe the universe to be? Is the world essential for our expansion as human beings, or is it here for us to come to the understanding that our expansion depends not upon our needing the world at all? Has the world come into existence to show us that we are to rise above it? Our eyes can interpret certain vibrations into light, hence we can see the stars. But if we did not have eyes to interpret that vibration, would the stars then cease to exist? And in the same way, if your ears were not on that headland to translate the vibration of the waves crashing on the rocks, would the waves then make no sound at all? If you were to live your life again, not knowing what you know now, would you not make the same choices again? Wouldn't you be exactly where you are now? Is it a coincidence that you have heard these words, or were you destined to do so? Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you were able to discover something worthy of deeper pondering from the words that you heard. And please don't forget to write your comments below on any paradoxical observations you've experienced in your life. I would love to read your viewpoints. And until our next video, be aware that in every situation you find yourself in, there could be an opposite way of looking at it. A may be true, B may be true. Perhaps they are both true. Bye.